Bonjour, bonjour, c'est Aegon. Bienvenue dans cette petite découverte de Greedfall. Ça fait, grâce au Xbox Game Pass PC, ça fait un moment que je voulais y jouer. Alors, normalement j'ai tout réglé. On vérifie quand même encore. Audio, j'ai baissé un peu la musique. Vidéo, normalement tout est à fond. Ouais, après je sais pas, clavier souris ou PC, je ne sais pas encore. Eh bien, nouvelle partie, on va faire ça en... ouais, en normal. Hein. Voilà. Ah, bonjour aux personnes qui passeront en replay, à défaut d'être en live.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes.
Par contre, l'audio est pas
The
français
chin a
apparemment.
tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold the pose.
Voilà, là c'est la création du personnage. Oui, bon. On va prendre une femme comme d'habitude. Alors attends, préset. Par contre, oula, la sensibilité. Attends, je vais voir ta tête. Ah, manque 1. Regarde la 2. 2, 4. C'est une femme, ça? Ouais. Peut-être un peu trop androgyne. Mhm. Peut-être juste modifier un peu. Preset. Est-ce qu'on peut partir de là, par exemple? Mhm. Attends, les cheveux. Par contre, ça aurait été bien d'avoir un... Ouf, elle est un peu spéciale ta coupe de cheveux là. Ah, regarde, attends. Celle-là du milieu. Ouais, la classique. Enfin, une classique. Ou chauve. Donc ça serait un. Ouais, pourquoi pas un. Celle-là. Couleur des yeux. Mhm. Ouais, il y a quelque chose d'autre. Attends, il y a juste le visage que j'ai pas changé. Ouais, mais je pense qu'on va rester là. Hein. Ça j'ai changé, ça j'ai changé. Hmm. Alors, choisissez vos compétences de départ selon votre style de jeu. L'arbre de compétences est ouvert. Débloquer les compétences d'autres actifs du profil. Ouais, compétences de départ. Par défaut, c'est technique. Contrôle du champ de bataille. Piège élémentaire, tir, lame à une main. Recommandé, précision, agilité, talent recommandé, science et crochetage. Force, constitution, logique, artisanat, vigueur. Arme d'impact à une main. Magie, anneau de magie divine, stase, arme. Arme d'impact. Qu'est-ce qu'il parle par arme d'impact? Magie offensive à distance. De toute façon, on peut passer par là, puis après... on peut faire moitié magie et guerrier, peut-être. Je sais pas. Science et intuition, puissance et volonté. Parce que vous... ATT. Puissance plutôt. Et volonté. Et talent. C'est science. Et intuition. Bon, ce qui est logique là, c'est force constitution, ça. Par contre, vigueur, ouais. Par contre, artisanat. Lame à une main. Donc à la magie, pour l'instant, on n'a pas de lame. Ouais, mais je vais peut-être partir quand même avec une lame quand même. Faire un peu de corps à corps. Ouais, bon, on va partir sur magie. Donc, normalement, c'est censé être puissance et volonté, normalement. Donc ici, les deux du bas, en fait. J'ai un point disponible. Augmente la puissance de tous les sorts qui pourraient utiliser meilleur et la volonté. Ah là, je peux pas. Ah d'accord. Volonté niveau 2. Ah non, c'est niveau 4, pardon. Ok. Et là, ça serait science et intuition. Donc les... Celui-là ou celui-là? Ok, mais c'est parti.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Ok. La boussole, quête principale et secondaire. Ok. On départ suivi. D'accord. Alors attends. Ok. Attaque secondaire. Mhm. Les sous-titres m'a l'air bien, pas trop gros. Mhm. Ah, on peut changer la difficulté si besoin. Ok, pour l'instant, on va laisser comme ça. Ah, d'accord. Donc, il n'y a pas... Attends. Donc là, on n'a pas le choix. On est obligé d'aller par là. Attends. Hop.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Ok. Attends. Là, courir. Non. Non, 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 je vais pas... Ah oui, je peux avoir autant de potions que ça. Attends. Est-ce qu'il y a un truc pour courir, en fait? Marcher, je veux dire. Et pas courir quand... Furie. Sprint, ok. Sprint et esquive, c'est la même touche, d'accord. Caméra. Verrouiller la cible. Menu du jeu. B. Statistiques. B. Ouais. Inventaire, oui. Map, ouais. Ah, ça fait pas mal de raccourcis quand même. 12 raccourcis. Sauvegarde F5. Non. Non, apparemment, il n'y a pas pour marcher en fait. Hein. Petite affaire avec le... Attends. Là, au moins, avec le pad, on peut marcher si on veut. Est-ce que ça... Non. Il n'y a rien. Hein. Ok. Tout ça. Ça va par le personnage. Ah bah tiens. Ok. Ça, les quêtes annexes, contrat. La carte locale. Ça, c'est le codex. Ça va avoir des infos sur les... Tout sur la ville, d'accord. Madame de Sarté. Et aux côtés de son fils Constantin, vous avez bénéficié des meilleurs précepteurs et maîtres d'armes. Habile au combat qu'au jeu des esprits, vous avez administré tout. Donc je m'appelle Madame de Sardé. De magie, de la lumière, plus posée et réfléchie que votre cousin. Principal de... Ah donc ok, l'oncle c'est le diplomate principal de l'île de Tirfradi. Que vous allez devoir laisser derrière vous votre mère atteinte de malicor. Mais... attends. Ok. Les audiences m'ont fait faire de Sérène. Et ça, monsieur de Coursillon. Ok, c'est le précepteur, d'accord.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
À vous aussi. Non, ok. D'accord. Peut-être un peu sensible. Poussons le contrôle, sensibilité de caméra.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt,
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Ok. Attends. Pause tactique, changer d'arme. Esquive. Ah merci. Ok, se soigner. Utiliser LB pour ouvrir le poste tactique. Attends. Point de vie, pour signer une potion à raccourci. Mais le jeu en pause, il permet de choisir sa prochaine action tranquillement. Au sort, compétences et potions à utiliser directement ou à signer. D'accord. Voilà, afficher les détails. Attends. Potion. Assigner. Attends. Vous pouvez assigner vos compétences à l'un des groupes de raccourcis disponibles. Compétences, groupe de compétences. Ah oui, je fais RT, je peux mettre une autre compétence. Ah, plus RT et le truc. Ah, ça va faire beaucoup de... Ah oui, quand même, ça fait 12 compétences. D'accord. Lumière. Stase. Sort. Ça, c'est les potions. Attends, si je fais un RT... D'accord, la technique de lumière. Là c'est lumière, c'est pas un sort ça. Projection d'ombre X, choc, projectile furieux. Pause tactique, changer d'arme. Attends, comment on... Attends. Non. Oula, ça va être chiant. Merde. D'accord, ok.
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics or
Ça
you
commence
risk
bien.
getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Voilà. Vous pouvez utiliser la magie de l'ombre et de la lumière durant votre aventure. Ah d'accord. Ok. Magie de la lumière. D'accord. Ok. Stase. C'est vrai, j'ai mis RT plus là-haut. Pour les figer. Ça c'est la lumière. Action. Dégâts magiques. Ça c'est qu'on est prêt, ça c'est qu'on est loin. On peut esquiver ou parer. Bouclier. Attends. Assigner le store de stase, un raccourci est déjà fait. Attends. Ça c'est fait. Attends. Pourquoi tu me... C'est déjà fait en fait. Attends. Là voilà, il est déjà assigné. Attends. Le niveau d'armure physique est représenté par des boucliers de la jauge de vie, d'accord. Sans une partie des dégâts, pour briser l'armure, vous pouvez utiliser une arme d'impact ou un certain piège. Les attaques magiques traversent l'armure. Ok. Attends. Attends, appuie sur... Car j'ai pas le temps de voir la furie, l'état qui vous permet de lancer. Un bonus de dégâts. Attends, une jauge graduée qui augmente lorsque vous attaquez un ennemi, lancez un sort. Ah d'accord, ouais, c'est le genre de... Ah d'accord, t'accumules, puis après tu peux le déclencher dès que la jauge atteint. La radiation, un effet visuel apparaît sur les mains du personnage. Ok. Non. Attends. Vous pouvez organiser votre âme, d'accord. Ouais.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Courtilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Ok, rejoindre Kurt devant le palais. Courte. Eh non, c'est l'autre touche. D'accord. Mettre d'armes ainsi que celui-là. D'accord. Je dois aller tout droit en fait. Ok. D'accord, ça c'est quoi? Marteau, d'accord. Ok. Donc là, je peux avoir une arme à feu. Ok. Là, bah, de toute façon, j'ai rien d'autre, hein, en fait. Et peut-être aucun équipement, ok. Aucun cadeau. Choisir retour. Non, ça c'est le médecin, non? Non, on peut pas y aller de toute façon.
I've put this off as long as I can. I need to make my farewells to my mother. I'll go and meet up with Kurt in the city afterwards.
Ok. Par contre, ouais, c'est encore sensible.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Vos adieux à votre mère, c'est fait. Ah, tiens, maintenant j'ai un... Maintenant j'ai un chapeau et une épée. Ah non, c'est quoi qui est... C'est le genre de machin, attends. Non, à chaque fois je me trompe. Équipement. Ah oui, maintenant j'ai ça. Non, à chaque fois je... Ça. Présent de mer. C'est le tout de soin, la boule que j'ai au machin là. Mhm. Et la sœur du prince d'Orsay, ainsi qu'autant de mère, elle vous a toujours manifesté beaucoup de tendresse. Hein. Le Malicor, il y a quelque temps, il vit dans l'isolement depuis ses souffrances et son aspect empêche de manifester son rôle à la cour. En toute peine, bien qu'elle soit sans doute très peinée de vous voir quitter ses reines, elle vous donne d'elle, elle préfère que son unique enfant parte vers des rivages plus accueillants et cherche un remède pour son plaie plutôt que de se le voir rester à ses côtés en attendant de sa mort. Ok. Sur le continent de Cannes. Mhm. Mais depuis plus d'une vingtaine d'années, la détérioration des relations de la congrégation avec les notes et l'aggravation des épidémies réduit drastiquement ce poste. Qui survit à peine en se racontant sa splendeur passée. Okay. Les ennemis, ingrédients, le guide, base de combat, d'accord. Choc d'eau. Magie de la lumière. De l'ombre et la lumière. Après, magie de la lumière dans juste pour le sort de stase. L'ennemi, chaque tir consomme une munition. Ça, c'est logique. Les armures, oui. Une arme d'impact ou certains pièges. Les attaques magiques traversent l'armure. Ok, donc pas obligé d'avoir une arme d'impact pour l'armure. La furie, c'est quoi? Soit découvrir à quoi de vous proposer des voyages rapides. D'un chemin, utilisez l'interface de voyage pour sélectionner les prochaines 1. Disponible pour ça pour des grandes villes pour vous déplacer d'une ville. Camp de marchands, caravane de marchands, campement. D'accord, lanterne. Ça c'est la fameuse lumière, ok. Faites attention à vos choix, d'accord, la répute, les études de répute, vous ne contrôlez pas toute faction. D'améliorer vos armes et armures, la science vous permet de fabriquer des potions ou des pièges. Dans l'idéal, il faudra les deux, quoi. Limite de poids, ok. Changer d'arme, coup simple, coup puissant. Esquiver avec A. Et parade et contre-attaque avec B. Attends, y a rien là, par exemple. Avant de partir, il n'y a rien à looter. Peut-être après cette, ce
Good.
dialogue.
It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Ok, Kurt, organisation de l'équipe. Ok, donc là, on peut compagnon de l'équipe Kurt. De corps à corps, il peut revêtir de lourdes armures. Ok, attribut 9, force 3. Propulsion d'équilibre. Ok, journal de quête. Vous venez d'obtenir une quête secondaire.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Ok. Voilà. Donc. Quête, contrat, les marchandises du denier. Prévenir l'ambassadeur de la... D'accord. Et donc normalement il est par là-bas.
Greetings, Your Excellency. I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Voilà. Ah oui d'accord, prévenir l'ambassadeur. Et là. Ok. Ah là oui on peut changer. Voilà. Non, là on change. D'accord. On va y arriver. Donc, je suis censé aller par là. Et l'autre ce sera par là, ok.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
Accès direct, vous pouvez accéder directement à la carte de la région en faisant ok. On peut pas leur parler. Par contre la caméra. Alors, je sais pas par où passer par là. Oh bah non, ils sont tous malades. Ah bah tiens, il y a un truc là. Du cuir et de épine.
To my help, and death to the others!
Putain.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Careful.
D'accord, ça commence bien. Si déjà là j'ai du mal.
To my help, and death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Putain. Oula, pourquoi j'appuie là moi? Tellement l'habitude de... Tellement l'habitude de... Sur le même côté plus coup puissant. Attends, attends. Esquiver, c'est A, esquiver. Parade avec B. Coup puissant, c'est X, Y. Et ça, c'est les combats magiques quand je suis en magie. C'est parade magique, toujours parade avec B. Esquive avec A. Choc. La verrouiller, c'est toujours... Puissance, puissance. Non, il n'y a rien d'autre là. Donc je vais toujours aller là. Non. Non, c'est pas là. Attends, je peux sauvegarder. Attends. Non, toujours pareil. Là, j'en ai pas. C'est où que... Ah non, c'est lui, en plus, on peut le changer aussi. Donc ça, faut pas oublier. Non, 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 non. Non. Ah oui, ça c'est les compétences. Expérience. Magie 600. 15 toutes les secondes. Ok. Niveau de ses relations avec Kurt méfiant. Congrégation marchande. Alliance du pont. Télème. Carte du pionnier. Équilibre. Résistance élémentaire 4%. Résistance poison 20. Armure 77. torse. Attends.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
Oula, la
I
caméra.
always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
J'ai été de ce côté, tout ça.
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories I hold dear. You've always been extraordinary, Greenblood, but I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. That didn't leave us much time for friendship.
What about now?
Now, I hope that we'll have more time. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Ok. Je me souviens pas avoir changé de pantalon, mais bon. Là, attends. Non. Donc, j'ai juste à côté. Par contre, là, t'as... Maison de famille. Maison de la famille Fontaine. Ah bah apparemment, je vais juste tout droit et puis je peux voir les deux.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, Our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
What is your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints: that heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
How is Thélème faring on Tirfredi?
We built a marvelous city, San Matthias, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
C'est à eux de décider, pas le rapport.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front, without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Ok. D'accord.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
De Sade. Ambassade de Thélème. D'accord. Là, il n'y a rien. Ok. Attends. Si je...
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Est-ce que... Non.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
On est un cardinal de Richelieu quand même. Ok. Place des Princes. donc là, voilà, là on peut changer. Ouais, prendre plutôt la vieille épée. Ah, il faut plus d'agilité. D'accord, il faudra changer un pour le moment. Donc là, je peux l'améliorer. Il y a 3 points de résistance élémentaire. Ah, c'est les mêmes. En tout cas. Donc lui, par exemple. Bah non, 878. Ouais. C'est pas la peine pour l'instant. Ok. Attends, plutôt, si on veut parler plutôt sur la place, à cause de la caméra.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Non.
I must leave you.
Est-ce que j'ai déjà été ici, il me semble. Non.
Have a nice day, madam.
Il n'y a rien. Ok, donc on retombe ici, d'accord. Donc là où j'ai combattu tout à l'heure, d'accord. Page du journal arraché. Certains sols. Un collectible, ok.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Ok. Préparation alchimique de... D'accord. Est-ce que... Avant que j'y pense... Non, il n'y a rien à looter là. Ah, c'est le même style de bureau que l'autre.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tearfredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
L'alliance du pont, les rapports avec l'organisation.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tearfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tiafredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Ok. Ok, donc ça. Non. Marchand. Qu'est-ce que j'ai pas vu là? Ah, potion de magie. Ça, on peut pas la signer tout de suite en fait. Si, ici on peut la signer. Par exemple, potion. Ah oui, attends. Ah non, c'est la lumière, pardon. Ok, c'est la lumière que j'ai. La petite boule, c'est la lumière. Oh, c'est la lanterne portative. Attends. Ah oui, je crois que j'étais pendu en fait. Alors, attends. Qu'est-ce que j'ai? Non. Ça. C'est quoi ça? Ah non, c'est un marchand, d'accord. Entrepôt la famille Fontaine. Entrepôt la famille Fontaine. Donc juste à...
It's blocked.
Peut-être qu'il fallait que j'aille à la maison de Fontaine pour ouvrir. Il n'y a rien du tout là. droit. Là, on peut pas sauter. Ah non. Ah si, je crois que c'était bloqué. Sur la droite. Est-ce que je suis allé là? Comment tu vas là? Là, ici, on peut sauter. Ah, je crois que j'avais vu quelque chose là. Ah non, c'est la lumière, d'accord.
It's blocked.
D'accord. Donc à tous les coups, il faut que j'aille là, en fait. Maison famille. Pour pouvoir... Caserne de Denis. Là, il n'y a rien.
Lady de Sardet, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Not yet. You know, this type of mission is not really my speciality.
Well, that's to your honor. But the commander did give the order to you. Her Excellency might be able to help you. Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Ok. Non. On peut prendre un... On peut pas prendre un fusil. Non. Je sais pas comment transmettre un site. D'Alsad. D'accord.
It's blocked.
Vous avez découvert ancien entrepôt qui ne sont pas affichés. Ah, une taverne. Attends, est-ce que dans la rue ils traînent des trucs comme ça par exemple, qui peut toujours servir. Et là, ma quête m'attend là-haut. Valeur aux armures, hein, la science, oui. Le sens pour pouvoir utiliser l'atelier pour obtenir utiliser certains équipements ou compagnons pouvant vous accorder un bonus. Chaque point de talent vous débloquera une nouvelle recette. Là je peux mettre 3 trucs, d'accord. Ah oui, carrément on peut leur rajouter des... D'accord. Préparation chimique de stase. Ah non, là je peux pas. Bah là de toute façon je peux pas. Tout est bloqué de toute façon pour l'instant. Parce que même si je fais là, de toute façon, bah lui il peut rien faire lui, de toute façon, je pense pas qu'il a le talent. Non.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Là y a rien.
The merchant is there. To my help!
D'accord.
And death to the... To my help! And death to the others! To my... To my help! And death to the others! To my help! And death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. To my help. And death to the others! Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Ouais, j'ai eu du mal à changer de... Changer de munitions quand même. D'armes. Là, il y a une quête qui m'attend là-bas.
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark... Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking,
if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am
Par contre, il n'y avait pas eu l'animation.
Excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Sa carriole. Sa carriole, elle est où sa carriole? Ah là. Non, derrière. Attends. Non, faut trouver le moyen de faire le tour en fait. Cahier des recherches alchimie, c'est pas ce qu'on fait de petite créature ici.
To my help and death to the others.
Regarde.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Louise, ce drôle de chimiste de Leinos qui a loué les chambres à l'étage a demandé ce qu'on... Durant son séjour, ce qui est fou, doit craindre qu'on casse ses fioles, je ne sais quoi. Alors, laisse-le marine dans sa crasse. Le client est roi. Ok.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Non, y a rien.
I must leave you.
C'est pas là ça chariot. Ah non, c'est pas ça ce chariot. Mhm. Attends. Ah bah c'est le même. C'est le même. Attends. Qu'est-ce qui m'améliore? C'est la qualité 22, mais... D'accord.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found.
Rien à
We need to
prendre.
take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
D'accord.
Hello, milady.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
T'as dit ça pour crocheter. Ah, c'est dommage. Donc, il va falloir du crochetage aussi. Parce qu'il y a peut-être des trucs intéressants là-dedans.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well, then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
D'accord. Quelque chose à me dire? Ah, mince. Si. Est-ce qu'il y a des choses intéressantes à apprendre ici?
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
I don't have the key.
Ah, d'accord. Il faut la clé.
Locked. The key to the tavern.
On se demande ce qu'elle fout là, la clé.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Attends, c'est quoi qui est marqué? Alors, c'est parler. Alors, attends.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malachor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tir Freddy.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Ok. Ah bah attends. Pièces d'or. Merci hein. Merci pour les pièces d'or. Attends. Tout pour faire les fêtes, ça. Non, y a rien à looter. Par contre, j'ai vu la fumée là. Ouais, la fumée qui descend. Bon, eh ben, avant de sortir, je vais sauvegarder là et faire une petite pause. Et je vous dis à tout de suite pour la suite. On va voir si... Est-ce qu'ils sont là, la foule? Non?
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Intuition, ok.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone is. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Bon, par contre, la caméra des fois qui bouge tout seul, qui se remet dans une autre position, c'est...
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You were free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, my lady. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
Ok, allez, former l'ambassadeur. Ok. Ah ouais. Je peux pas... En partant d'ici, on peut faire... D'accord. Ah bah c'est cool ça. C'est une...
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
And you to a legate of the Congregation of Merchants. That you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist of the bridge. And he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you are still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him. On your own lands.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Ok. Par contre, ouais, j'ai perdu... donc j'ai un point. Stase. Arme, impact, une main. Lame à une main. Et lame à une main. Là, je peux pas pour que... Ah non, il faut 2 points, d'accord. Ça dure plus longtemps. Et que les armes d'impact à une main sont plus délicats. Ah, j'ai eu un succès Xbox. Par contre là j'ai pas de points donc... ouais. C'est sûr que dans le charisme il me faudra l'améliorer. Artisanat. Agilité, il faudrait que je mette un point aussi. D'accord. Ok. Donc. Marchand, chasse aux hérétiques. Non, j'avais vu un truc ici. Attends, là en face c'est... Ça doit être le marchand de Denis, je pense. Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais, regarde, je préfère ça d'abord, vu que je suis à côté.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Parler aux autres marchands.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Ok.
Greenblood, do you need something?
No.
I must leave you.
Attends.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Attends, je dois te laisser, je crois qu'il disait se barre-toi. Attends. Attends, si, là.
Sworn through is your hat. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Alors attends, vendre.
Thank you for your visit. See you.
Qu'est-ce que je pourrais acheter?
Such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Ouf, ah oui, combien ça coûte? Et j'ai 40. Non. Non, j'ai 238. Ah non, il manque. Ah non, attends. Ça. Un tricorne usé. Chapeau à la mode. Un nouveau chapeau. D'accord. Combat de barre. 148 quand même, ça fait un peu beaucoup. Là non. Là j'ai un truc d'artisanat par contre, 92. Il me reste plus que 84. Régène magie. Ça on le voit pas. Une cape, tiens. C'est 12 d'armure, 10 d'équilibre. Puissance de seconde, 21 d'armure. Ah non, je perds. Et poussons. Marque dégâts. Je perds en machin de poison, résistance poison. vente. Ouais, je pourrais... Ah non, j'ai déjà, ok. Je les ai équipés d'office en fait.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Alors attends. Voilà, attends.
Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
D'accord.
Greenblood, do you need something?
No.
I must leave you.
Voilà, non, c'est pas celui-là, c'est l'autre. Bah, je vais te donner, négocier, trouver un moyen de faire. Ça sent un combat là, non? Non.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. Some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
D'accord. J'ai pris une nouvelle quête alors que je voulais faire une autre quête.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts,
Ah
you
mince,
mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Miss Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nort?
Our magic, yes, that only the Norts master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Teofredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Thélème has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Norbs have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Interroger le passeur à propos des hérétiques. Peut-être qu'il faut lui faire... Est-ce qu'il va dire oui maintenant? Peut-être trouve le mousse d'abord.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Ok. La disparition chez les notes. Eh bien, écoutez, on va sauvegarder là. Non, bien sûr. Et on verra la suite sans doute demain matin. Peut-être, mais surtout mercredi. Sur ce, je remercie les personnes qui seraient passées en direct ou en replay. Et je vous donne rendez-vous au prochain live qui sera sur Cyberpunk pour essayer de compléter les quêtes secondaires annexes, etc. en dehors de l'histoire qui est finie. Merci à tous et je vous dis à bientôt pour un nouveau live. Au revoir.
I todos esteros I båda orike tonali kliston podo to sono naracoluthi arestitoni toro I de hierarus I tos tolmondas efcardios proskopin tons von potmon Spem fixilionis condos Elove mirona susisse Is atrapos nonimus Anapalinis toparestion salpos Metem Pro lumen prosma shumetha hipomelan waranu methi efnu shonomatom athi anapneumen esmentes iris mi metaxiton diron dendron oclis lunes meies inonde zomen el pison